Once upon a time, there was a yearly fashion night that even the most recluses always heard about. It was the kind of event that not only would be on everyone's mind days before it took place, but also spark conversations long after it ended. The Met Gala had never been regarded with anything but admiration and awe until this year. It was sponsored by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his wife Lauren Sanchez Bezos. The couple contributed $10 million. Tech companies like Meta, OpenAI, and Snapchat each purchased tables at $350,000. And it seems that many of you had something to say about it. Your thoughts, emotions, and wishes caught the attention of the Guardian of the Three Realms. When human minds all around the world focus on a topic, the energy field that they create, the ethereal particles that they release.
Your busy minds reveal more about your true nature than the words that come out of your mouths. This year's Met Gala stirred the blood of many, but some of you were on the warpath about the sponsors, the working conditions and wages of employees in big companies.
What power lessons did this year's Met Gala teach us? It's time to talk about a fashion night that increasingly annoys the have-nots. Don't overestimate your power. In 1946, a fashion publicist named Eleanor Lambert created a gala to raise funds for the Metropolitan Museums of Art's Costume Institute in New York. The event, which then became the Met Gala, was first held in 1948. What began as a fundraiser for a fashion institute with tickets at $50 has become a captivating star-studded gathering which generates millions of dollars and proves that fashion is a form of art. In 1982, Anna Wintour, a fashion editor at New York Magazine at the time, had her first Met Gala experience. She currently works as the Global Chief Content Officer at Condé Nast, the parent company for Vogue and Glamour. The Met Gala has reportedly raised more than $200 million since 2019, with a record $42 million this year, of which $10 million were paid by Amazon Executive Chairman Jeff Bezos and his wife Lauren Sanchez Bezos. The couple was the honorary co-chairs of the event. Anna Wintour decides who can sponsor the gala, which is traditionally supported by luxury houses such as Louis Vuitton or Saint Laurent. More recently, tech behemoths like Instagram, TikTok, or Yahoo have joined the list of the sponsors. The Met Gala has always run on power. It's obvious that the Costume Institute cannot survive without the Met Gala's powerful and wealthy sponsors. Why did celebrities call out Jeff Bezos' sponsoring? Were people reasonable to call for a boycott? Several celebrities voiced their disapproval, stating that Jeff and Lauren Bezos were not appropriate sponsors because culture and art cannot be bought. Some people even mentioned the working conditions within Amazon and the close relationship between the billionaire and President Donald Trump, who is supportive of deregulation, which benefits big companies like Amazon. People are also mad that big tech firms have now joined the list of sponsors, since they are not actively involved into the fashion world. Fashion enthusiasts believe that the Met Gala is such an important symbol of the fashion industry that it should primarily be funded by those who have a genuine interest in fashion. When an event faces backlash or a conversation triggers strong feelings and reactions, they generally raise moral questions, dilemmas that reveal our complex human nature. It's not about who's right or wrong. For some, it's about doing the right thing, being a good person. For others, it's about power and interest. The second group thinks that the challenges in the real world are not always solved by generosity and kindness. We all know that Condé Nast has been striving to reduce costs these last years. Its turnover was halved in less than 6 years. In 2023, the company left its iconic building of Vogue House in London. It is said that the move was not driven by cost cutting, but this decision certainly helped the company in these challenging economic times. People no longer read print magazines. Fashion magazines have faced new competition with influencers who directly connect with consumers on social media. For all these reasons, a pragmatic person would understand the strategic decision to accept the Bezos and big tech firms as sponsors. People have the right to express their discontent, but they should not expect powerful people to accede to their demands. The Met Gala is not for commoners like me. Those who even have the power to undermine its reputation will probably not call for a boycott. Social media gives us wings. We share our opinions with confidence. Social media has inflated our egos. Galvanizing thousands of people with a post is one thing. Canceling the Met Gala is quite another. Did some people overestimate their power?
Some of you need a masterclass on power dynamics. The Met Gala has become a tradition that must be carried on despite the challenges. Did you really expect Anna Wintour to reject sponsors because of their personal views on touchy topics? How can you be so naive? Never underestimate your power, but don't overestimate it either.
Do not let emotions cloud your judgment. Emotions are the enemies of sound judgment. They often blind us and makes us jump to hasty conclusions. We forget the most important. Funding the costume institutes through the Met Gala is the most important. Not fighting against controversial personalities or waging war for noble causes. It's important not to lose sight of what truly matters. And one way to lose sight of a goal is to pursue several at the same time. Nobody wants an inhumane world where innocent employees are working in horrible conditions, so there should be daily actions to prevent these from happening. At best, calling for a boycott of the Met Gala may remind society of the fate of employees in big companies. It won't solve the problem because the problem goes beyond Amazon and Jeff Bezos. The issue is rooted in capitalism itself. Capitalist societies prioritize profit over human beings. It is often hard for people to acknowledge the good side or great business moves of a person who holds views deeply opposed to their own. The same people who criticized Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez Bezos' sponsoring of the event usually run to the annual exhibition at the Costume Institute. Without such sponsors, the exhibition and new acquisitions would be impossible. The Costume Institute would eventually close. It is true that art and culture should not be controlled by a small group of well-off people. But art and culture cannot survive without money, at least in a capitalist world. High fashion cannot survive without big money. According to The Guardian, the Met exhibitions are among the most visited shows in the world. They enjoy the same spotlight as Egyptian artifacts. Such a success cannot be achieved without big money.
Let me ask you 2 questions. Would you donate $50 to a charity that improves the working conditions of employees in a company? Do you want the Costume Institute to close?
Break free from unrealistic expectations. How can people expect billionaires to fix their problems? On one hand, there are people, the majority, who think that rich people have to help those who are struggling. On the other hand, billionaires think that money should be earned, working hard, and climbing the social ladder. A person like Jeff Bezos would probably argue that he started his business in a small garage and fought his way to the top. He didn't ask for money or win the lottery. He earned it. His family was by his side from the beginning. Even if Jeff Bezos and his wife Lauren Bezos had decided to give $10 million to a charity, would all the issues in the world be solved? Billionaires believe that the only way to break the cycle of poverty is financial independence. They think that everyone should figure out the best way to reach financial independence instead of waiting for others to help or show them the way. A billionaire will always put their interest first. Money gives them the power to serve their interest and get others to contribute to their interest. Why would anyone want them to give up this privilege? Billionaires would rather renovate Notre Dame Cathedral of Paris or invest in the Met Gala since they already take care of the people they love, the members of their families. They do not owe us anything. The ultra-rich people do not have the same interest as 9-to-5 workers. Both groups don't see eye to eye on various topics. They don't have the same money habits. Events like the Met Gala are funded by the have-nots. Events like the Met Gala are funded by the haves to give people insight into an otherwise insular world. They are granting us the privilege to be part of their world, a privilege that cannot be free.
You become frustrated and bitter when you have unrealistic expectations. Do not waste your energy on hopes and dreams. Turn them into a reality. If you have been trying and feel like the system is rigged, do not blame those who've made it.
Thank you for watching the video till the end. Weasel cannot wait to read your comments.
I hope you liked the video. Bye bye.